A shout out to our podcast sponsor, sportsponsorship.co.uk. If you or your business are interested in making a real difference to the Scottish game, supporting hundreds of kids into regular football, get in touch with sportsponsorship.co.uk and they'll find the right fit for your brand. Hello everybody, welcome to Tin Pot, a Scottish football podcast with me, your host Tom Leask, and joined this week by my good pal and reliable regular Andrew Guild.
Oh, howdy.
And someone who we've not seen for many a week. It's his first episode in what feels like a decade. Matthew, I've forgotten his surname because he's not been here for a while. He's here as a guest this week. He's been dropped as a regular starter. So from the subs bench, Matthew Strugnall.
Hello there, Thomas. How are you doing?
Good, mate. Good. How are you? How was your travels? I know you've been away.
I have. I've been in Belgium, which I'd highly recommend if you haven't been before. Great place, great waffles, great chips, chocolate.
Cheap Ryanair flights.
The way there was cheap. The way back was not so cheap. But
did you have to buy a dinghy?
Time. I was actually near the coast, so I could have swam probably. Looked quite small on the map, so yeah. Don't know why more people don't swim across. Quite small. Near Dunkirk, which is actually spelled with a Q in French. Dunkirk. I always thought Dunkirk was in the UK, so that's what I know about.
Hey, you're joking.
Well, it was a coast of either France or the UK. I don't know. Looked
whereabouts in the UK
in the
did
film.
you think it was?
Like beside beside Dover, Dover, Dunkirk,
Right.
But then I remembered the film, they were trying to get them back across, so then I was like, that's why it's in France. Or
tell me what you thought Dunkirk was. I've got to hear this. Sorry.
But the name is so British, Dunkirk, but then obviously with the French spelling, there's a Q in it, and it's a bit more jazzy, But just the name was always like made me think it was English, like Dunkirk. I'm going to Dunkirk and the Dunkirk Co-op or whatever,
The Dunkirk. It does sound quite Scottish, doesn't it?
Yeah, my primary school's called Dunkirk. Dunkirk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like,
Dunkirk.
So I was very surprised. And also, there's this cool thing, like they have no borders in Europe. So I was on a bus in Belgium, just drove straight across to France. It was mad. Just drove across. Well, I guess you can do that in Scotland, England, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's not quite the same.
That is mad. Wow.
And the bus was free as well. So thank you, EU.
Oh.
Thank you, Ursula von der Leyen and the Polish guy.
Tell me the vibe of the holiday. Was it, you and the family in a hotel for a week? Was it camping somewhere? Was it a road trip? Was it?
Dear God, mate. It was so we did a lot of walking. So got to Brussels, walked around Brussels, then went to Ghent, walked around Ghent, then went to Plopsaland, which is a theme park in Belgium on the border near France. Plopsaland, yeah, Plopsaland.
Oh, right, okay, I thought you said Plopsaland.
Plopsaland. I think it means something else in French, not like floppy poo, as floppy floaters, if you will.
Floaters.
So we did a lot. It was a walking holiday. To be fair, we did a lot of sightseeing. The kids were very well behaved most of the time when they were piled with snacks and crisps and sugar. The living situation in the evening was a chaos, a mad sort of. Just they were wired to the moon, so trying to get them to sleep in the same sort of room together was the main challenge. But yeah, Belgium is a very beautiful place. Lots of scenic cities and beautiful architecture and cool vibe. I would definitely recommend it. I'd never been. I want to go back.
Nice.
Kind of like a bit like France and a bit like the Netherlands. A lot of bikes. That's my main takeaway. A lot of bikes. They like to cycle.
Nice.
And yeah, just really busy as well. So it was great. Thanks for that. School holidays. Yeah, not much else to report. Kind of roller coaster of emotions between like having a lovely family time and then just wanting to like leave the kids behind, sort of thing. But yeah, overall, memories were made. And
Savage.
I know. And Maya is a daredevil, so we went on some cool rides at the theme park where she was tall enough.
Plopsaland.
Yeah, class.
Nice.
Got like soaked on that, like the ride where you just soak folk with a water gun. It was really good. Like, I'm not sure. Get down. And I was shouting that to the kids, get down. And we're getting
You
like, drenched by
evacuated
this.
the park.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks,
And I won a toy on the grabber. So
Hey,
European
another
grabber. I know, another one.
He's a serial
plant.
grabber.
I'm a serial grabber. On my second go as well.
Can't wait for that to get clipped up.
I was the second go. I won it. Boom, little toy plant thing. We call him spikers. He's got like little spiky plants. But yeah,
Cactus.
yeah, it was like a cactus sort of plant. So good times. Yep, that's it really. I'm back now.
Cool, man.
Exhausted. Feel more
bet.
tired than.
You're surely
When I
grateful
left.
to be invited back on. Are you? No thanks to us for holding the fort down whilst you're away. No gratitude.
I just sneezed. Sorry, I just sneezed. I couldn't. I was thinking, should I find the mute button? I didn't have time, so I just did this.
Just
Go away.
went for it.
I'm glad to be invited back on the #1 Scottish football podcast in Fife, and
In 5.
game one. So glad to be back. Thanks for inviting me on, guys. How are you both doing?
I'll pass over to Andrew at this stage. How's the healing
Not bad.
process, my good friend?
Not bad. Well, okay. I picked up an infection, so that was good. Got on the old antibiotics, but I'll be off of them in a few days' time. But I've had a pretty eventful few days, actually. So I went to a football game on the weekend, a soccer match.
What actually goes to live football?
Yeah,
We're going up in the world.
Yeah, went to Kelty Hearts, playing Montrose. Was there for the sponsors day. It was good. It was a good day out. Good atmosphere. Heard a little bit from the new ownership and their kind of ambitions for next season and beyond. All sounds very exciting. And yeah, first half was a bit dry. Second half, pretty goalsy. And Kelty came away with an important win. So they are still hanging in there. It's not mathematically done yet, but obviously they're not in a great position. But a good performance. There was some nice football. Just you could see that they were just lacking up top, particularly first half, but kind of came together quite well second half. So no, it was good wee day out. And then it's my kid's birthday today, so hence the beautiful decorations behind. So went to Blair Drummond today, and I sailed a boat shaped like a flamingo.
Lovely! I've been on those. They're great fun.
Yeah, it was nice.
Do you race any tourists? I've had races against American tourists, and I wouldn't be able to guess the other nationality, but definitely of Asian descent. I've had races on the water against both.
Well. I did like to sort of show my power, my thigh power. Last time I went there, I was really, I was controlling the waves. Really, let's say that.
Classic Rangers fan.
Exactly, yeah. This time, a little bit of a different experience because obviously I've got quite a lot of stitches going on. And I started pedaling, and I was like, "Oh, I think my stitches are going to come out because this really like kept sort of squashing them together." So I was like time out, and so I had to just sit there with my feet up whilst my wife pedalled us round the whole way. So I kind of looked like a little bit of a sort of I don't know, like HS Tiki Toki or something like that, that kind of vibe. Just sort of kicking back whilst making the women sort of pedal for me. So yeah,
I'll
that
use
was
that
slightly
excuse next
embarrassing.
time as well. Just
Yeah,
my stitches. I think. Oh shit.
My back. So
Funny thing about my back is.
So yeah, no, that was that, and I also had my first beer since Christmas Day today. So,
yeah.
Well, I didn't just have one; I had two. But
which beer?
yeah, this is what it's all about. So I had to ease myself in because I was like, look, it's been a while. You know, I'm on antibiotics. Gotta be careful. I had a session IPA from Hoxton, and it was fucking beautiful. So nice, so clean, so crispy. Went down the gullet within a few gulps. It was beautiful, very nice, very nice. And then I had a Black Heart after that, just to sort of line the stomach. I took my antibiotics with that.
Were you fucked then, were you?
Nah. Don't get me wrong. Feel
the buzz.
Very sick right now.
Oh.
Could vom.
Wait, you had the beers today before the pod?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
You can't tell by his glazed expression there.
Glazed expression.
He's got glazed eyes.
I wish. But yeah. So that was me. And I'm back on the wagon. So
Yes. Incredible.
There you go. He's back.
He's
Yeah,
back in the
me.
game.
That was me. How about you, Tam? What's been happening?
Nothing to report. No children's birthdays here. No trips to safari parks. I'm dog sitting at the moment, so my weekend consisted of watching the Masters, watching the football, walking the dog, and drinking Huel. We're going to go down the Gary Neville route, and this episode is brought to you by Huel. I love the vanilla me. That's all I've got.
I like the spaghetti bolognese flavour. Is that one?
Just leave that.
Is it not like a meal in a bottle?
The
Can I
salt
please have the
caramel
fish
one
and
is
chips, please?
my fave. That was
Which
good.
one?
Salt caramel.
So they don't do savoury drinks, like they just do like sort
I'll
of
do
milkshakes.
savoury meals, like little
Yeah,
packets. Yeah, they do. But
I thought
I
it was
had
in
a lot
bottle.
of
just
them
on the shakes.
before. The meals are all right. They're okay. They're just like a glorified pot noodle, basically.
They're fine. You need something else with them, I discovered. Like the first time I did it, I was having them just raw dogging the water and the powder. And
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
but then if
food.
you add a little chopped bit of meat in there, it adds a bit of something else.
it does definitely. Yeah, I had them for quite a while when I was in Manchester for a bit, and then they were great because you could just heat them up like just hot water, boom.
Yeah,
done.
so easy, and
Sure, lunch.
they're pretty healthy as well.
Yeah. I
But,
haven't had them
yeah.
since, to be fair.
Post birthday on Tuesday, I'd had like a fairly hefty weekend on the takeaways and the beers, etc. Had a bit of a blowout, and then it came to Wednesday, and I weighed myself, and it was scary. It was terrifying stuff. 209 pounds the scales read, which is
What's
I think
that?
95 kilograms thereabouts, and for a man of 5'8", that is too big. So I've got a fat back. It's a build up of fatty deposits above the belt line. Fairly well concealed in casual clothing, but you don't want to see me in my underpants. So yeah, no, I'm trying to lose some weight, but the water weight seems to have shifted. I've gone down 7 pounds in 6 days, or 5 days.
That's good, man.
So
That's really
we're
good.
moving in the right direction. I should really just get some gallstones like you did to lose the weight. That
Yeah,
seems to have
I
worked.
think we're kind of on different scales now, aren't we? So I'm coming up
trajectories.
now, and you're coming down.
And I'm getting
We'll meet in the
hench,
middle
so-
somewhere.
And I'm getting
You're still
shredded.
getting hench.
Yeah, still getting hench. Wasn't much protein in Belgium, to be fair. A lot of carbs on sale. Didn't see
It's a
much
long,
meat.
it's a long journey, that one, isn't it? It's
I know.
the road to getting hench. That's what, month 5 now.
What's the press up count up to?
I did 20 ones. I did 20 on holiday.
In a week.
No, in one day. I just did them and banged them out.
Wait, in
Fucking
one without stopping, or
That's right.
in a day?
That's right. No, I just did.
Right.
Oh, I'm not doing it now.
Adjust the
but
camera down on the
No.
floor.
I'm not wearing any
Yeah.
shorts. I'm nude underneath.
That's okay. It's fine. We'll pixelate it. It's good.
I don't think there's a pixelator that big.
Hey, there he is.
No.
I'm still getting hench.
Just
It's a
one
slow
pixel.
process, you know.
It's one pixel.
Like when you get Microsoft Paint and you can do like the spray paint feature, they put the smallest like bit. No,
Oh,
I'm not doing any presents on camera
all-
for anyone.
It's all the roids that's made his dick shrivel up.
If I was going to do that, it'd be on
Yeah.
OnlyFans, so get yourself subscribed to that. Bad boy, see me do one press up a day in the nude.
Incredible.
$5.99 a year. That's a good deal.
Only gains instead of only fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
It's
it.
as good as I
I
can
like
do.
it.
But I didn't see much protein in Belgium, I'm going to say that. Poor
A lot
show.
of chocolate,
No.
a lot of fries.
I know. A lot
Yeah.
of carbs, waffles, whatnot.
Mm.
Did you? Oh, the beers there as well. Oh, you bastard.
Too bad.
But a lot of Coke Zero. And some decent flavours of Fanta as well. Love going to a supermarket abroad,
Oh,
it's the best thing ever, eh? Just going to a foreign corner shop, like finding all the foreign snacks. It's brilliant. It's the best thing. They do
Yeah,
a lot
well,
of
it's
good
like
milk
going into your
products.
cupboards, though, is it not?
What? No.
Oh,
just
full of Polish food, no?
sometimes. But no, a lot of Milka.
Oh,
Well,
Milka. I
big in
used to
Europe,
love
you know.
that shit.
Mm.
Milka, I think, have changed the recipe. My mum and dad brought me back some a few months ago. And, I mean, it's still nice. I'm not slating it, but it's definitely changed. Same as dairy milk. I think have they added palm oil or they've changed the recipe
Yeah,
in some way?
that's a big
they're
thing
in
on
deep
the
shit now.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're no longer royally approved, apparently.
It's all gone to pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't. I think they couldn't technically be classed as a chocolate in the UK because
No, I think they still can. It's
the
like a
lack
club
of
that can't be a
cocoa or
chocolate.
something. All right.
And a penguin.
Must have read some shit.
I saw a
Penguin.
mint and an orange penguin in the shop the other day. And maybe these have been around for ages, but I'd never seen them before. It was new on me.
Orange penguin. I think I've had an orange penguin.
Doesn't surprise me, Mr. Gallstone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you get them.
Should, instead of Mr. Sandman, just Mr. Gallstone, sing me.
I'd enter Sandman in my head there instead. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. It's a little baby
lovely.
got stoned to herd. What a
Shall we-
fucking song that is. Anyway, yeah.
Shall we move on? I feel like we didn't even intro at the start of the episode what this episode's about. So if by some miracle you're new here on episode 46 and you've just listened to 17 minutes of that, you're wondering,
Yeah,
how's
it's
this a
brutal.
Scottish Football podcast? Well, tonight Matthew is Matthew's episode. He's going to be running the show for the next 20-30 minutes. It was his idea to discuss the sort of title challenges in all four divisions: Premiership, Championship, League 1, League 2. So
Lovely.
I guess it's from me to you, sir. Take it away.
To me, to you.
Okay, so I'm going to call this segment the business end bonanza, where
Oh, I like it.
I just came off the top of my head. We're going to discuss the title races, and as Tambo said, in the various divisions. We're going to start at the bottom, League 2, and then work our way up
Nice.
to the top, the Championship. Well, maybe put the Premiership somewhere in the middle, but the best league in the world, the Champo, can be the main event.
Okay.
Lovely.
League 2, the title race is very close between two teams that we both, all three of us kind of tipped for the title. I think I tipped Spartans, Andrew, East Kilbride, maybe Tom the same.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Both teams actually lost at the weekend. Spartans losing home to
Yeah.
Stranraer, East Kilbride losing away to Forfar. So as it stands, it's played 33, both teams. East Kilbride top on 60, Spartans 59. East Kilbride have the superior goal difference. Now you're looking at the fixtures left. Do they play each other? That'd be cool if they did. No, they don't. They don't. Always love a title showdown, in like the last couple of games of the
Yeah.
season. It always makes it really exciting. But you've got Annan Spartans on Saturday and East Kilbride Edinburgh City. How do we see this one going right to the wire, to the final day? Both teams looking fairly strong until the weekend. No one gaining an advantage. It's been a title race for the ages in League 2. Who do we think is going to win the title? Andrew.
Well, I mean, back to East Kilbride at the start. I think they've got a lot going for them. Obviously, I know they're top of the league, which is the easy one there. But I think the fact that they've got the mentality of getting it across the line so recently, could make all the difference. But saying that, Spartans are doing a lot better than I thought they would this season. Much, much better than I thought they would. They do have slightly better form than East Kilbride in recent games. It's tight, but they're I've got to admit, I think I would prefer to see Spartans do it. Just because, I don't know, been to a few Spartans games, always got a little bit of a soft spot for them. Really like the way that they're set up with their academies, etc. So if I had to pick one today, I would back Spartans, but I do think that the sort of mentality to get it over the line at the end is going to make a massive difference. So my heart says Spartans, my head says East Kilbride.
Both teams have a lot of experienced players, to be fair, in their teams. Obviously, East Kilbride coming up last season, but Spartans have got Mark McNulty, James Cragen, Callum Booth. It's a really experienced team. Do you think experience of players matters more, or sort of having the experience as a team of going up? Obviously, East Kilbride still got the fresh from last season's promotion. Tam, what do you think as a man who's seen his Dundee United scrape to a few championship titles just about? What do you think the mentality is required to win a league in a tight title challenge like you had against the Rovers? It was very, very close. Remember that? They almost kept you there. Tiny little Rovers against the big giants Dundee United. David versus Goliath, you would say.
Gonna finish the question, or
that was the question. What do you need? How's it? How do you get over the line as a team? What do you need?
For me, it's all about the gaffer. I think John McGlynn showed that, hasn't he? Taking a team from League One to the Premiership top six. That squad's, from League One, a lot of young players that are still playing in that Premiership team, which proves that you don't need this. You don't need, like, say, Ross County. They brought in 4 or 5 ex-Premiership stars, if you will. Maybe not stars, but big names. And Dundee United did it with Charlie Mulgrew and Tony Watt and boys like that, just big names. Stephen Fletcher picking up a paycheck. So I don't necessarily think you need experience in terms of like old aged heads. I think you need probably more ambitious players that can buy into the project. I think that's what East Kilbride are. They've probably joined last season or 2 seasons ago. They've been given the big pitch by the owners saying, look, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. We've got the money. We've got the backing. It's not a pipe dream. This is going to happen. So if you get in at the ground level, maybe you're a better player. Maybe those players that joined when they were outside of the SPFL, they could have maybe signed for a League 2 or a League 1 team, but they chose to go to East Kilbride because they saw the bigger picture. And they'll stay with them and for as long as they can. I think, is it Robertson that's been their star man? I think he could be playing at a much higher level.
Yeah, linked to the Rovers, actually, yeah. Good player.
Yeah, I think he'll probably stay at East Kilbride because they've got the pockets to give him a pay bump when they go up, if they go up. And then if he shines again in League One, maybe he then gets a bigger move, or he tries to say, you know what, I'm going to stay with them the whole time and try and go all the way up. Like, I think, is it Paul Mullen at Wrexham? He's stayed for quite a while. Maybe just recently left. But yeah, for me, East Kilbride are gonna win it. Unfortunately, I don't really. I'm not a huge fan of just chucking money at a club and pulling them through. Spartans have done the hard yards to an extent. They've only been in the league 3 or 4 years, but just to give Dougie Samuel his rewards after 14, 15 years at the club, I think that would be much better to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Certainly tight. If it goes down to the last game, East Kilbride home to Clyde, Spartans away to Stirling. You could maybe make the trip to Stirling there to see them.
Potentially, mate. If it's a decider, it definitely will come down to the last game. They've come this far. They don't play each other. I mean, to come down to the last game, they've only got 2 more games before the final one, don't they?
Yeah,
so
that's right.
It's going to come down to the last game. And yeah, East Kilbride at home to Clyde is a much harder game than going away to the Beanos. Beanos have been shite this year.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. We'll have a title race. Speaking of title races, we had a big title showdown in League 1 on Saturday evening when Stenhousemuir played Inverness. Finished 1-1 with a late Matthew Aitken penalty, saving the point for Stenny. That leaves League One table. Stennismuir top on 61 points, played 33. Inverness 59, played 32. Inverness are playing away at Peterhead tomorrow with a chance to go top of the league with 3 games remaining. Did anyone happen to catch this game on BBC Alba on Saturday night at all? Nope, no
I
one.
did not, no.
I chose to watch golf instead because I also host a golf podcast. So
Yeah,
What's that called?
yeah, it's Tin Golf.
Tin golf.
Yeah, it's like, do you know how they overlap? They've got stick to football, stick to rugby, I'm trying to do the same thing. Tin pot, because that's the football phrase, but then tin golf, tin air hockey, tin
Air
pool,
hockey.
tin swimming. Yeah.
Swimming, yeah. I've
got a few in
I'll give it a
pipeline.
listen, yeah.
So the answer to your question, Matthew, is no. No, I didn't.
No, well, I did finish 1-1, that's a fact. And Stenny remain top. Inverness fresh off their thumping defeat against the Kings of Fife Wraith Rovers on Sunday. So Wraith Challenge Cup winners again. Just gonna put that out there.
Can't believe you went on holiday when they were playing that game.
Yeah, I know, I should have been there, mate. Die-hard fan like myself.
Such a big trophy.
They actually got a new trophy. Did you see the new look trophy? It looks pretty sick. And all the prize money that comes with it. We're going to be rolling in the Benjamins for years to come.
What was your take on mine and Andrew's discussion about that on last week's episode? Because I know you listened. So what was your take on our chat?
Very good, very in-depth, very informative, and once again, you guys really know your stuff. So hats off to you. If you did
Which bit did you like
then,
best?
Hats off to you. We're discussing other stuff. But yeah, just overall, just a good podcast, I must say. A solid 7 out of 10.
Lovely. I'll take that.
But no.
Thanks for dropping me right in it.
Did you actually discuss the game? I haven't had a chance
We did,
to listen.
Yeah,
yet.
of course we did.
Yeah, good. What did you think of the Rovers'
Major
performance?
talking point.
Big win.
You listen to the episode.
Yeah, I do. I don't wanna
if the listeners want to know, rewind and go back to the last episode and you'll find out.
You know what it's like when you're on holiday? You have like all these things that you usually do, like listen to all these podcasts during the week, and then they just build up because you haven't listened to them all week because you're not doing your usual routine. So I've got a long list of podcasts that I'm getting through, so I'll manage to listen to the second half of Thin Pot from last week. Maybe next week.
We listened. We discussed the KDM in the first half of the episode. Quite at the start.
I must have listened to the one that you accidentally uploaded of the previous week. I must have listened to that one. Not
Touche.
Yeah, he is. That's a good defence there. Actually,
you know I am an avid listener, so
go on the attack.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the League One title race. You've got Stennismuir 61 points, Inverness 59 points. Another incredibly tight race. Inverness deducted 5 points, which makes it as tight as it is. But I mean, fair bloody play to Stenny for sticking at it for so long. Some idiot predicted they would be like near the relegation zone. Some fucking clown.
Who predicted that?
I don't know who that was, but they've proved that guy wrong anyway, because they're sitting top of the league with 3 games to go. And we've said in the past, Guy Naismith's done an incredible job, but I mean, it's just, again, another fact. Surely Andrew Naismith destined for maybe bigger, that's probably fair, bigger things, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, you're rattling off the facts, man. That's just another fact. Nah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been linked with. I said it a couple of weeks ago. The St Mirren job.
Yep.
When it was vacant. So, how much really sort of truth is in that, you never really know. But the fact that there's any sort of press link to it, if it's as loose as that, just shows what a great job he is doing. If he wins the league, I mean, surely that's him. Top of a few clubs' lists. If they decide to make a change over the summer. I'd love to see him do it personally. I did mention at the start of the season how vocal, shall we put it politely, Inverness were being, sort of tail end of last season, and during the break, about sort of how confident they were that they were going straight back up and they were going to win the league comfortably. They've really not had an easy ride at all this season. Stenny have kept up with the pace. And, Inverness have picked up quite a lot of draws in the last 6 games, so that's 4 draws in 6. So the Peterhead game, I know Peterhead aren't in the best of form over that time, but it's a slightly unpredictable one, to be fair. So it could be a bit of a banana skin. But yeah, another title race that is likely to go down to the wire. I just prefer to see Stenny do it, just purely because of the Gary Naismith story and the sort of the way that they've quietly gone about their business over the course of the season. I've a lot more respect for that. So hopefully they can do it.
I mean, if it does go down to the last game, you've got Inverness at home to Hamilton. I mean, that could be a brilliant game. Obviously, Hamilton are in a bit of danger at the bottom, but
they need wins.
They've still got a strong squad, so they can pull up a result. Tam, are you in the same boat as Andrew? You keen to get right up big Scott Kelleher and Inverness boys and see them fall?
Yeah, absolutely. They're absolutely miles away. Get County as far away from the Premiership as possible. Get Inverness as far away from the Premiership as possible. Get the likes of Stenny up. Get the likes of Partick Thistle back in the big time. Dunfermline, all these local away days. That's all I want. More centralised Central Belt football.
Oh, he's not host anymore, so he doesn't have to be impartial. So here comes his real feelings.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the true opinions come in.
Biased.
Yeah, no. So I think, like Andrew says, it's going to come down to the wire again. But I think when you look at the fixtures, Cali are most likely to win that Peterhead game. Although Cali aren't in the best of form, they're better than Peterhead. They should have enough to do it. They go a point ahead, and then they've got, I'd say, the easier fixtures. Stenny play Alloa, Montrose, and Cove, I think, and then Cali still to play Kelty, who've been, I know they had a win at the weekend, but they've been pretty shite. Hamilton and East Fife. So I think, with the way the fixtures are, they've got a game in hand to go ahead. I think Cali will have enough to do it, but I'd love to see Stenny go up. Not because I hate Highland clubs, that was for the purpose of a joke, but for the Gary Naismith, and I think Stenny as well, as you've said before, Matt, you see them as a League 2 club. They've always been, in my lifetime, a sort of League 2 fodder. Yeah. They've never been in risk of going down too far, but I'd like to see them progress.
These are the glory years for the fans of the Stenhouse Muir. Could it end in another title for them? Incredible scenes. If they don't come top, do you think they have enough in the playoffs to potentially play a Ross County or an Airdrie if they get through the final, or do you think it'd be a case where you put so much into the title challenge that you just don't have enough in those playoffs?
I think they've got enough. It's one of those things, though. It's hard to come up through the playoff system. Yeah. But I think in a one-off game, if they were to play either of those teams, they could win it. But will they is a different question.
Imagine Inverness came second and you got like a Ross County Inverness playoff final in like the League One Championship playoff final. I mean, that would be like unreal scenes. Those two teams like Premiership stalwarts for like a long time, battling out not to go League One. Like how the mighty have fallen, the mighty Highlanders.
Would be pretty nuts, but I think Inverness would
beat them.
Personally struggle if they went up. I think that they need a little bit of time to try and set some foundations. I think that the way that I don't know, I just have a bit of a bad feeling about how they've gone from almost disappearing to being super confident that they're going to perform like a Falkirk, basically, at the start of the season.
Who are they owned by now? Who? Can you remind me who the owners are?
It's the Boyce Savage who owns them.
Randy.
And
Robbie.
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. So he basically said that, look, at the start of the season, if they don't go straight up, he is gonna stand on this top of the stadium and do elbow drops on every single one of them. So if
big
that does
incentive.
happen, then you've got to think he would do that before. Well,
Playoffs.
he would do that after the playoffs, because
yeah.
if he does it before, then realistically, the players are going to be in bad shape, and there's no way that they go up against County. So I would have to back County in that situation for that reason, if they did come to a playoff, purely because of the elbow drops.
Good insight.
Very good insight. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you don't hear on the mainstream media.
Don't hear that on Open Goal.
We have the in the know.
Oh, because we discussed golf.
We are ahead of the
I thought you said
curve.
tin golf. Sorry, Matthew.
What are you talking about? This is what happens when you don't host, man.
I thought you said tin golf.
You shouldn't be interrupting the host.
I've lost the plot. No, this is what happens when I don't have a beer for a week. This is the problem.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ. Anywho,
Hey, segue that motherfucker.
Ham's on the heels going mental. Like, fucking hell.
I'm just enjoying myself.
I was going to do the championship last, but that's just pointless. So I'll just go to the championship now because it's probably the least exciting title race.
I thought you were going to do a Brent there. It's pointless now.
Just call it.
Yeah. Oh, he's out the pram.
Nah, I'm a consummate professional. Is it consummate?
Yes, not consummate.
Consulate.
Consulate.
The consulate.
Oh, God.
Consequent.
No.
What is it?
You've said too many words. I don't even know what it is now.
You should know, Mr. Businessman. What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's not consulate.
Consummate.
I mean, consulate is something to do with like,
Position.
The consulate.
yeah, it's like
Consulate's a position.
it's like related to like ambassadorial roles. Or
Yeah, you live in the consulate. It's consummate. Consummate. Whatever.
Oh man.
Anyway,
That's a
championship.
fact. Another fact.
Oh no, I take it back. It is consummate professional. It's an individual who exhibits extreme skill, expertise, and dedication in their field, demonstrating the highest degree of competence and mastery. Clearly,
sounds
I'm
like
not,
me.
because I told you it wasn't that. So yeah,
That's
that's
it.
you. Well
Thank
done.
you. Yeah, the Scottish Championship. First of all, I'd like to say that Wraith still have a chance of promotion via the playoffs. I know we're discussing. It's a fact. It's a
Oh,
fact.
that's so good.
It's a mathematical fact. If they win on
Sorry.
Tuesday, they'll be 5 points behind Arbroath, and we play them on Saturday. So
Whoa.
There you go. yeah,
One KDM trophy, and he thinks they're world beers.
I know.
we've got Big Innes Cameron up front, so we're
Be better with Innocent Gun, mate.
You think that was a powerful statement?
and Paulton Hugh from Rangers. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
he's
Theo-
great. He scored for you on the weekend.
Scored a really
didn't
good goal at the weekend. Yeah, good player.
he? Yeah.
Anyway,
There you go.
this is probably the least exciting title race of the four. St Johnstone 5 points clear of Thistle with 3 games remaining.
Yeah.
You've got St Johnstone away to Dunfermline on. They're not even playing on the weekend. What day is the 21st? That's
It's Scottish
Tuesday.
Cup
they're
weekend,
going. That's
because
right.
the Pars are in the Scottish Cup, and Wraith just won the KDM. That's the difference in the 5 clubs.
Yep. So Thistle are away.
Yep.
Thistle
Yep.
are away to Airdrie,
That's
so
a
they can
fact.
close the gap to 2 points. They'd have a game in hand, and then St Johnstone away to Dunfermline on a week tomorrow, and then the week after that is St Johnstone versus Rovers. So we're going to spoil the party, obviously, and then our both Thistle. So you kind of want a Thistle to win for the Rovers promotion prospects. Anyway, it's looking like St Johnstone will do it, but
Yeah.
fair fucks to Thistle, who have pushed them very hard.
Yeah.
Probably don't have enough, but are clearly better than everyone else, which probably means they'll lose in the playoff semi-final, as what normally happens with them, or the final. What do you think, Andrew? Oh, thanks,
Oh,
Andrew.
there's a dog.
Sam, what do you reckon?
Me?
No, Andrew's speaking now. The dog's had his say.
He's had to say.
What does the dog think?
He's not a big fan of the championship. But yeah, I mean, yeah, St Johnstone deserve it. they've done well this season, been pretty consistent. I know they had a little bit of a spell that sort of brought Thistle more into the game, but yeah, feel bad for Thistle because they're considerably better than everyone else.
amazing points total,
vying for that. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like it's almost 20 points on Arbroath, who are sitting in third at the moment. Which is incredible, absolutely incredible. So you've got to say if they do end up in the playoff final, with whoever is in that position, Aberdeen, fingers crossed, then you've got to say that you got to fancy them.
Yeah.
I think they've shown that they can be really consistent, and they seem to be growing and growing. So yeah, I think there's every chance that they still could get promoted, but yeah, I can't see St Johnstone, screwing this up at the last hurdle, really. So,
although Wraith
it's
might
all
spoil
theirs.
the party, in a week or so's time. Yeah,
It's unlikely, but yeah,
Unlikely.
I mean, it could happen. That's a fact.
it's a fact. It was a fact. Is Party Thistle have a really strong bench and squad in general. Just looking at their bench, Logan Chalmers, Robbie Crawford, Gary Mackay, Stephen, Kyle Turner, and Tony Watt all on the bench for them at the weekend. And they still beat Dunfermline 2-0. I mean, they've put together a really strong team under Wilson. It's fair play to him.
Yeah.
He's done amazingly well.
Wilson.
Thomas, who do you think will win the championship? Do you think St Johnstone will bottle it?
St
Those
Johnstone,
two
mate.
teams.
Yeah. East Kilbride, Inverness, St Johnstone, the three teams with the biggest budget, three teams that were bookies' favourites at the start of the season. Boring. Terrible. St Johnstone will do it for all the reasons Andrew said.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
That's a good insight
This
from
is-
what used to be
That's
host.
a good old Struggy quote, that one.
Yeah, and I don't really
Talking selling
have much else to add, to be honest. It's like I said, they're the biggest team in the league in terms of budget, stature. Like, they've
Surely Ross
been
County
in
have a
the-
bigger budget now. They're sitting bottom.
doubt. That's a big surprise. But I think St Johnstone were the favourites for the bookies before the season started. I think Vallecari is a decent gaffer as well. To only lose 3 games and win the league is impressive. United have been in that league for 4 seasons at one point before they came up. So it doesn't go. You're not guaranteed to go straight back up when you come down.
Yeah.
But they have done, and they've only lost 3 games. So all credit to them. But yeah, I can't see them bottling it from here. It looked close a few weeks ago. They had a wee bit of a slip, but they've got more than enough to get across the line, and they will.
I mean, I think everyone predicted it would be St Johnstone County, going toe to toe towards the title. I mean, no one could have predicted the catastrophic season County would have. So if you're saying that, you're thinking, has it been one of the more poorer championship seasons in terms of quality of teams? Potentially. Party
think
Thistle
so.
team getting 63 points. The Mighty Rovers only on 39. They've also had a poor season, usually up there.
I felt it was there for. So Andrew predicted that Dunfermline were going to win the league, and I'd said Ayr. So those 2 teams in particular, I felt had a much better opportunity to push closer to the top. Dunfermline have done okay considering it's Lennon's first year in charge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like those 2 have probably let themselves down, as have the Rovers. If you look at what Arbroath are achieving, Thistle, when they lost Brian Graham, who's been in the club for ages, and Mark Wilson, who's a relatively inexperienced manager, for them to be in second, those 3 teams below, Lenny's a much more experienced manager. Wraith have deeper pockets, I would think, and Ayr have had Bruni at the helm for a couple of years. They should have really been doing better. I think Queen's Park, Morton, Airdrie are where you'd expect them to be at the start of the season, and Ross County are massive underachievers. But yeah, those 3 in the middle should be a wee bit disappointed. I know Dunfermline can still go up through the playoffs, but
Yeah,
the other 2 should be disappointed.
definitely. It's been a poor season for Wraith and Ayr, who were Ayr obviously in the playoffs last season. Wraith were just missing out on the last day of the season, amassing 50 points, which is a decent haul. Wraith struggled a bit this season, as have Ayr. So St Johnstone will win the championship, and they'll get promoted to the Scottish Premiership, which is a great segue on to talk about the Premiership, which is the last league we have to talk about. Fact. We saw the game of the season, did we, Andrew, on Sunday as Rangers beat John McGlynn's Barmy Army 6-3 at the three-sided stadium. What do you reckon, Andrew? You were watching that game. Was that a title-winning performance from Rangers in that second half after they got a dodgy goal to get them back in it?
Yeah, I mean it's hard to say. When you listen to sort of knowledgeable football fans, i.e. sort of Celtic fans, saying that Falkirk, rolled over because they're all Rangers supporters. Then that I suppose makes sense, I guess, for the result. So yeah, but if you put that aside, I would say that for me, I think that it shows a huge gulf in mentality from where Rangers were. It's the growth has been massive. Danny Rule's only had one defeat in 25 games, I think it is. And during that time, the stats are insane, like absolutely insane. A plus 36 goal difference, whereas you look at Celtic, it's plus 18, Hearts plus 17 in that same time. They've amassed 12 more points than Hearts. They've amassed 10 more than Celtic. So you can't deny whatever happens, between now and the end of the season, he's done a fantastic job, but it looks like he's got the ability to try and get these guys over the line. It must have been a hell of a team talk. Don't get me wrong, the goal before halftime came at the perfect time to try and sort of build some momentum for the second half. But yeah, that must have been a hell of a team talk to get the guys going and put on that kind of performance in the second half. So yeah, the only sort of team that was sort of, I suppose, wholly convincing, Hearts left it very late. Celtic, from what I understand, didn't watch it, but from what I understand, they kind of scraped a win.
Yeah.
So it was the only sort of convincing performance out of the top three over the weekend. But it could still go anyway. But always good to watch a goalsy game.
Bloody hell, yeah, 9 goals in a game, and bloody all those goals in the second half. And that's just mad. 6 goals in the second half.
As well as that, we've had 10 goal scorers in 4 games. 15 goals were scored. So we're showing where we were really, really lacking up top. For quite a while. It seems to be starting to click. And playing a classic 4-4-2 as well seems to make a hell of a difference. So big fan of that. Don't mind it.
Don't mind it. Sam, do you think that was a Hearts penalty when the guy kicked the boy in the head when he was lying on the ground? Is that a penalty?
I've not seen it.
I've seen it. You seen it, Andrew?
Nah.
The boy falls over and then he sort of gets kicked where the guy's trying to kick the ball, but he's lying on the ground.
I don't really understand it personally, but yeah, I could understand it if it was a malicious act.
Yeah.
But I think that from what I understand from the rules, unless if you kick a goalkeeper in the head, it's fine. But I think if you kick anyone else in the head, then it's not on. So I think that's why they got the penalty.
Fair play. I mean, Hearts sort of not scraping, but I mean finding a way to win. Celtic again, sort of finding a way to win. Rangers looking fairly convincing in that second half, but again struggling for a good 40 minutes. Really, second best. So I mean,
yeah.
Who, Tom? I'll put this one to you as a fan of neither of those 3 teams. Who is playing the best? Is anyone convincing enough? Is anyone looking like a champion at the moment? What do you think?
Depends how far back you cast the form tables. And again, I think Rangers' problem for most of the season has been they've shown spells of really good football, but they've not been able to string that together for like 70 minutes of a game consistently. Having said that, they've got results under Rule, mostly because they're just a much better team than everyone else in the league. Like, they're doing what they should be doing as Rangers Football Club in that league. They're beating a St Mirren or a Falkirk or whoever. So they're in the better form, but what I realised watching the game was, no matter what way you chop it up, if you look at like points per game over the last 5 or the last 10, or home and away based on what the top 3 teams have left in the league, no matter what way you chop it up, Hearts finish up with more points. So it's going to take Hearts underperforming, but they basically just need to match Rangers' results in the rest of the games and then draw with Rangers. If you want to make it super basic for Hearts to win the league, match Rangers' results in all the games and then just draw with them. And Hearts surprisingly have gained 33 points against the other teams in the top 6 out of the 15 games that they've played so far. Falkirk, Motherwell, Hibs and Celtic, Rangers. Rangers have got 25 points in their 15 games against the other top 5, and Celtic are on 22. So it's not like Hearts have, battered the bottom teams and got beat off it's actually in reverse. They're getting better results against these split teams. They've only got 2 at home. I think their run of fixtures is tough. They start off with a derby at Easter Road. That could go either way, as we saw in the derby earlier in the season. I think Rangers are probably, they'll be bookies' favourites for a reason. But I do, for the first time really all season, I now believe that Hearts can do it. Just because mathematically it makes the most sense to me.
It's going to be mad. I mean, I think Celtic have the easiest fixtures, no? I don't know.
Yeah.
They win.
Yeah,
I think Celtic. But Celtic just...
Well, they don't have the easiest fixtures.
Well, no,
I mean, they do, because they've got more games at home, but they all play each other.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. You'd prefer to be playing, Rangers and Hearts at home.
But they just can't seem to get any sort of convincing performance. They just sort of just under O'Neill just stuttering, like me just now stuttering. Again, the quality of the players and the money they can pay, like Oxlade-Chamberlain, to score a goal. Can they stutter their way to the title and sort of scrape a win against Hearts and Rangers when it matters?
That's all it takes. It's all it takes. It is very nip and tuck, and they could come into some decent form. Now the split's on. Who knows? I don't know, but they're certainly the least convincing out of the 3. That's for sure. They've had too many occasions where they have scraped a win. Whereas I know Rangers' performance on the weekend there was convincing, and don't get me wrong, they have scraped a few wins as well. Of course they have. But generally speaking, comparing them, and Hearts as well, Hearts have had far more convincing wins. Scraped them when they've mattered. Maybe like the weekend. But you need that as part of a title winning team. But Celtic, I don't know, they just feel like the least deserving. I guess of the 3,
which means they'll win the league then, probably.
Celtic,
probably, yeah.
They will not win the league. Like I've said pretty much all along that they'll find form eventually. They'll come back. They were scraping results. I'm changing my tune now. They're 3 points off the top with 5 games to go, and it's not like they've put on this resurgence over the last 10 weeks and like been battering teams and been dominating, and you're like, shit, they're really catching up and they're closing the gap and they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They've had opportunities to overtake teams and stuttered and failed to pick up points. Nothing's going to change now. Yes, they've got Rangers and Hearts at Parkhead, but Parkhead's not as intimidating as what it used to be. It's full of booze, it's full of people walking out early, it's boycott this, it's sack the board that. You're going to, and teams have beaten Celtic at Parkhead this season from the bottom half of the table. Dundee have gone there and run them close. There's been loads of results like that. Celtic,
Aberdeen as well.
Yes, Celtic will do nothing. They'll finish third. The bookies are saying that Rangers are going to finish first, and that makes sense. I just have a feeling that that Hearts love enough to do it. That game's at Tynecastle, the Hearts Rangers game, which is massive.
That's huge.
You know, it was chalk and cheese, the performance from Hearts, I felt anyway, away at Ibrox in the 4-2 game versus the previous game at Tynecastle earlier in the season. I know it was under different circumstances, Rule was just in the door, but yeah. So a final word from me is Hearts Rangers Celtic.
Andrew?
I'm going to say Rangers because I'm biased, but realistically, there's a huge part of me I want to see Hearts do it. I really do, and I genuinely believe that they probably have. You know, I my head says Hearts, my heart says Rangers, but I'll stick with my heart and I'll say Rangers, Hearts, Celtic.
Is this a once in a generation opportunity for Hearts? And if they don't do it this season, they'll never do it?
Yeah. Maybe not never do it. But I think when have we had Rangers and Celtic appointing two absolute fannies as managers, you know, and making a complete mess of it? One team has bounced back and seems to have gotten that mentality close to where it should be. The other team it's still in disarray, you know, because, well, we won't go into that, but does that recover over the summer? I don't know, but Hearts would have to have an absolute blinder in the summer. You know, Rangers and Celtic have had a warning shot now from Hearts. If they don't take that seriously over the summer and do something, you know, proper with their budgets and their infrastructure, then of course Hearts have another chance. I just don't believe that will happen. I think Hearts will do well in the window. I think they'll offload players like, you know, Bragas, etc. for decent money. They'll reinvest and they'll be smart and they'll continue their ways. I think they'll be very convincing again next season, but I just don't see Rangers and Celtic being this poor. So yeah, barring any sort of extra investment, which, to be honest, you know, they are probably the most investable club in Scotland if you look at it that way. Then, you know, until that point, I think this is going to be very, very difficult to predict again. So it's now or never, you know, or as close to that as we'll see in a long time.
Tam, you disagree?
Not fully. I agree with Andrew. Like, you're not going to get a Rangers and Celtic team as bad as this. And if you're asking, like, will Hearts be pushing to win the title every season for the next 10 years, the answer to that is definitely no. But will they have another title challenge in the next 5 years? I think so. I think they'll invest that money really well. That model obviously works. So long as the fans and the media and the people around the club don't get disheartened if next season they do finish fourth, because it could happen where they offload those talented players for good money, reinvest it, and maybe those other players come in. Some might get injured, some might take longer to hit the ground running and understand the system. You might get McInnes poached somewhere, then you've got to restart with a manager. There's loads of things that could happen that would stunt their growth. They've come out the traps way, way faster through Jamestown than anyone had expected. So now I think people will be like, right, let's push on again, let's do more. You can't have it that way. So I think they will challenge for the title at some point in the next 5-ish years. But again, a lot of it depends on what European football they're playing next year, because is their squad going to be able to cope with that? That's another can of worms. But yeah, I think the model's good enough for them to compete.
Excellent, and that wraps up that segment, and my hosting duties are now finished. I'll hand back to the capable hands of
That's a fact.
Tom. In fact, I'm handing back to Tom. So yeah, over to you for a quiz, Quizmaster, sir.
In a world where sponsorship is more accessible than ever, that world exists at sportsponsorship.co.uk. Whether you're interested in making a difference to your local community or further afield, or perhaps you're looking for access to tens of thousands of followers online to push your brand further than ever, get in touch with sportsponsorship.co.uk. That's sportsponsorship.co.uk.
With pleasure. Your punishment for missing an episode is done. You've hosted well, sir. Thank you for that.
It's a tough gig.
Let's do a Matt versus Andrew quiz. I've just decided that on the spot.
Okay.
Gonna give you 5 mascots in the Scottish game. Gonna give you their names,
Okay.
and you just need to tell me the club.
Okay.
These are random. Some of these might be outdated as well. It's on a Wikipedia page called "List of Association Football Mascots," and I've gone to the chapter of Scotland, and there's some
Okay.
teams in here that aren't in the SPFL anymore. So I'll try and avoid those. Right, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with you,
Okay.
Harry the Hippo.
Harry the Hippo. He's a
Yeah.
He's a hippo. Or Harry. He's a hippo. Wait, who's sort of near the sea where hippos live?
No hippos near Scotland.
I'm gonna
I
go for
think I
Queen of
know
the
this
South.
one.
Queen of the South.
Oh,
That is wrong, I'm afraid.
Oh, Harry.
Doesn't pass over, but Andrew, do you want to give it a stab anyway?
Harry the hippo.
I was going to say Queen's Park for some reason.
That's correct. Those are
Oh,
mascots. Well done.
Harry the hippo.
No,
I didn't know
no
if it
stealing
was-
point, but
I didn't know if it was Queen of the South or if it was
I meant
Queen
Queen's
something.
Park when I said Queen of the South.
There you go.
Yeah.
The slip of the tongue.
wrong.
Slip of the old tongue, that's a fact. Slip of the
Andrew,
tongue.
your first penalty kick is
That's a fact.
Rocky the Rooster.
Oh, Rocky,
Rocky the Rooster. Rocky the Rooster. So,
Who's near a farm?
who's near a farm?
Which club situated near a farm?
Rocky the Rooster. I'm trying to think of what it would sound good with, but can't really think. I'm gonna just have to guess this one. I'm gonna say Dumbarton. No, it'll be no.
A giant rock, I think. Rocky the Rock.
No, I think I know what that would be now, but I've said it now, so my bad.
It's wrong, unfortunately. Matthew, do you want to take a stab for no extra points?
Queen of the South?
No, it's not Queens. It's
Doubling down.
Arionians.
Rocky the
Rocky
Rock.
the Rooster.
Who's not
Yeah.
Danny the Diamond
How
or
does that
something?
make any sense?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't write the rules.
He didn't make up the mascot.
Back to you, Matthew, and I'm going to give you Monty Mole.
Monty Mo for Montrose.
Well done, sir. One apiece.
I'm on the
Yeah, it's,
Monty.
it's in the name.
Oh no, it's not one apiece. It's 1-0. Sorry, I've
Come
misread
on.
the scores. Andrew, back to you, and I'm going to give you Sammy the Tammy.
Sammy the Tammy. Sammy the Tammy.
One of the most famous mascots, I think.
What the fuck is a Tammy?
A hat.
So, all right, okay. Well, I know one that wears a hat, but I didn't. I was trying to think of like an animal. Is it Dunfermline?
Correct. Well done. One apiece.
Boo.
2 penalties taken each.
What's wearing the hat though?
It's like
What's the
Bear, I
thing?
think.
Looks like a mole or
I
something,
think
isn't
yeah,
it?
like a moly bear.
That's what I've got in my head.
A badger.
Something browny, kind of
He's a prick, that's what.
mole-ish looking.
He's a prick.
He's a prick. Sammy the prick.
Yeah, fuck you, Sammy.
That's a fact.
Right, back to you, Matthew, for
He's a prick.
penalty
That's
3.
fucking fact.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Yeah.
Queen of the South.
No,
Genuinely,
it's not. Andrew, random stab.
I'm going to say Ayr United because of the black and white.
Yes,
And I've
correct.
already said the
Harmonium
bars.
Ayr United.
Logical.
There you go.
Very well done. Still, remind me of the scores.
One apiece.
One apiece. 3 taken for Matthew, 2 for Andrew. You got a kick in hand. Over to you now for Wally, the Warrior.
Wally the Warrior. Wally the Warrior. I'm gonna have to just guess Spartans because of the whole warrior vibe.
No, it's a good guess. Matthew looked like he knew it straight away. Matthew?
Stenny.
Stenny, yes, the Warriors.
The Warriors.
Ah, not
3
bad.
kicks each, 1 apiece. Back to you, Matthew, and I'm going to give you Pele, the Elephant.
God.
Oh, I know who that'll be.
Tempted to say Queen of the South again, but
Pele the Elephant. Back
I think he's
to
gonna
strong.
screw me
Gives
on
it
the last
goodbye
one.
to the circus.
Ellie the Elephant.
I know who this will be.
It's not Queen of the South, is it, Andrew?
I'm not telling you, mate. Not telling you. You'd be kicking yourself if it was, though, and you didn't
Thinking
go
it
with
could
it.
This rate, I'm probably not going to give you the Queen of the South one, just because...
I'm thinking you're going to give me the next one or this one. I'm going to go
Oh, you think so?
for... Pelly the... Oh, Cowdenbeath. No!
They're not in the
Oh, he
league.
said it.
No.
He said it.
But I said it out of time. No, I didn't. I'll just go for Annan Athletic.
Andrew?
It's Dumbarton because of
Is
the
it?
elephant
Yes.
on their badge.
Elephant on the crest. Well done.
I was
That's
thinking
when I said
Pelly.
Dumbarton earlier on. I was like, no,
Nah.
that'll definitely be an elephant.
Pelly.
If
Oh,
Andrew had Matthew's list, he'd be flying into the lead.
And vice versa.
But he
I
doesn't.
know. Vice versa.
Okay.
Arse. That's a fact.
Back to
I
you.
gave you the
Let me just-
Dunfermline one. That's a fact.
that's a fact.
For your fourth
Yeah, you did
penalty,
help
Andrew,
me.
to go 2-1 up. Sammy,
Right.
the Scurry.
Sammy the Scurry.
Yep.
Lot of Sammys, eh?
Yeah.
Lot of Sammys.
2.
Sammy the Scurry.
What's a scurry?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what is
mean,
a fucking scurry.
I know the verb to scurry.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna say a Chukterish team. Elgin.
Elgin is incorrect. It is a Chukterish team, though. It's Peterhead.
Oh,
Ah.
close.
You were in the right neck of the woods.
Oh,
Come on
on
for
the
Rory the
right
Rover.
path.
Rory the Rover. Give me Rory the Rover. Come on.
Queen of the South.
Yes. No.
Right, Matthew, your fifth and final penalty. You've only got one so far. Is it going to be the Queen's one?
Oh.
Fergus the Fox.
Oh.
Fuck.
Who the fuck could that be?
Fox, man. Who the fuck are these mascots? Eh? Like, fucking...
The thing is, you can't even like link some of them, like, which is
Fox.
Yeah, there's some of them that, like, for example, that you've got, what's the fucking names? Like, Livy Lion is too obvious. Jock the Jambo, too obvious. Inverness. Like, I'm not going to give you these ones. Roscoe the
Yeah.
Staggy. This is all
But it's like
too obvious.
like a scurry. What the fuck is that?
What was mine again? Sorry, the last one?
Fergus the Fox.
Fox. Fox. Why are there foxes, man, kicking about? I'll go Stirling Albion.
It's wrong, unfortunately. Andrew, stab just for a laugh.
Kilmarnock.
Nope, it's Falkirk.
Falkirk, a fox.
Begins with an F. That's as
Yeah.
close as you'll get.
This list could be like 20 years out of date, by the way. I've no
Yeah,
idea. I've
no.
not researched any of this. I've not checked my data, so apologies if these are wrong, but it's what Wikipedia says. To win the match, Andrew, it's currently 1-1. This is effectively sudden death now.
Oh, here we go.
Eric, the Eagle.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say Eric.
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 It's like, these are getting harder. Eric the Eagle.
The boy from the Olympics.
It's Eddie.
All right.
What the fuck? Right. Well, it's not Cali Thistle. They've got some sort of eagle-y bird thing. That was what I
Nessie.
was thinking.
Inverness.
Yeah, I know. Well, because you said it earlier. Eric the Eagle. I can't think of any teams begin with an E. I'm struggling with that one. I'm struggling to even have an educated guess.
Just say a name.
I know it can't.
Struggle wants his bed.
Greenock Morton.
Ooh, good guess.
It's wrong. It's not. It was
Well, let me guess.
Druggy,
Steal.
guess. You don't steal, but
Queen of the South.
it's not. It's East Fife.
Oh,
Who is Queen
imagine.
of the South? Out of interest, Tam.
Begins with an
Doogie
E.
the Doonhamer. That's why I couldn't say it, because
Yeah, I know.
Doonhamer's too easy.
No,
Right, I'm gonna now give you a team, and the first person to buzz in and tell me their mascot wins the match. Buzzers, please. Okay, and hopefully this is a gettable one, so that we have a winner. Partick Thistle.
The
Struggy.
starry thing.
I
Starry
need a
man.
name.
Starry boy.
I think I know it.
Star.
Oh, it's too early, and he might get
Starman.
frozen out. I'll give you
Starman.
5 seconds.
Star.
4.
Starfeld. Star.
You're miles
Star-
off.
Starry man.
Time's
Star.
up. Passes to Andrew.
Kingsley.
Stephen Kingsley. Well done. Andrew's the champion of the mascot quiz. Well done.
Who's Star?
Thank you very much.
You know well since you won a quiz, Matt.
Yep. Not been on the pod for a while, so I think I won the one 2 weeks ago when I was doing it, the quiz. I mean, Andrew had a
When you-
one-on-one battle on the quiz there. I think I won that one.
That was
quizzed
a
each
good
other.
quiz, that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a good quiz.
Right, let me just look up a question.
Off the old,
I enjoyed that.
Off
It's a
the
good
old
quiz.
chat.
I'll listen to the episodes that I'm not on, unlike Matt. So.
So, a lot of lessons for you, mate. I've only got one to listen to the second half. 'Cause I've only missed one, mate.
Oh,
How many you've missed?
shots fired.
You actually
Shots
missed
fired.
3. So
Missed 3. I wasn't invited to the ones about Dundee United. Or
you were. You
Hibs.
just didn't show up.
I wasn't invited.
Prove it.
I can't. And that's a fact.
You can
Exactly.
check your inbox. You've no Riverside invite. There you go. That's a fact.
No, but I asked him face to face. I said, "Can you join this podcast?" He said, "Nah, I can't."
Ah, well, there you go. Did you have a witness? For the purpose of a
No,
joke?
so it's just his word against mine.
Huh.
Never going to hold up in court.
See
But you know, I'm the
kill
fact
it.
man. They'll say that's the fact man over there. He's spitting facts and spinning truths. So he must be right. And this quick one must be right.
I'm a fact man.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well,
That's fact.
thanks for joint hosting, Matthew. It's been a pleasure. Thanks to listeners here for an hour and 12, 13, 14, 15 of Tin Pottery. We'll be back again next week with episode 47. Fuck knows what that's going to be about, but stay tuned. I'm sure it's going to be a belter. Any parting words, lads?
Like,
Cheers.
share, subscribe, comment.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think of Matthew's facts.
I'm on the Rovers in the playoff push. Come on, boys. Big game tomorrow. Why do you always laugh when I say that?
Don't send me into a fit of laughter again.
So it's back on with the double. So here we go.
It's
The
not.
double.
Well, and on that nonsense note, goodbye.
Cheers.